because the magic happens in the editing afterwards. Did you see when I had that slide up a minute ago, I know you can't see it right now, where I said Loom can remove gaps by clicking a button? It automatically cuts those gaps out. So does Descript, which you're going to see in a minute. With a button, it removes the filler words, it removes all of the gaps, and you will see that your students have no idea that you made those mistakes. Having one single file, one single document to simply cut the gaps and the mistakes out of, instead of having 50,000 different clips that you've now got to try and stitch together and work out which ones were the good ones, which ones were the bad ones, you will have a nightmare trying to edit. One single video file per video, per tip, per topic, per whatever, so that you have one video file to upload, that one video file to put into Descript, for instance, and that one video file to just cut out the mistakes, which you will see in a second is as simple as deleting the gaps. Amazing. So I'm going to share this little stage here, and I'm going to show you exactly what we mean. So if I was going to teach something right now, I would obviously make sure that this was in a slightly better position. Let's have you behind me, shall we? Look at the setup I've got over here. I've got my laptop logged in. I've got the big 2 screens going on there. All right, that's my setup happening right now. But what I would do, because I just realized you can't hear me, is first of all, when we're filming, we're going to get ourselves into a nice central position. First of all, we want to make sure, usually speaking, if we are recording a course, we must be landscape. Must be landscape. If you're recording course training, landscape. Now, I know it's sideways on your screen right now, okay? If we're recording social media content, it must be portrait. That's just the rules, okay? Now, I'm going to just do it portrait for the minute because of the fact that it makes me upside down on your screen. However, we're going to imagine that if this is for a course, it's landscape mode. Now, next thing we want to know, eyes are the gateway to the soul. The eyes need to be right in the middle of your screen. Now, you should see on my screen, I've got a grid on the screen. Turn on the grid lines on your camera, okay? Please turn on your grid lines. You want your eyes to be in the middle of the center grid line. Okay? Yes. So your body ideally is going to fill enough of the space so your eyes are bang in the middle. You're looking in the lens. You're not looking down at yourself. So here's me looking down at myself. It's not quite eye contact to you. It's a bit strange. If, however, I look up at the lens up here, now I'm looking directly into your eyes. The connection is better. The engagement is better. You see a far better, different experience when I'm looking at the lens right now versus looking down at myself, like right now. The other thing I always suggest is just make sure that kind of roughly from, I'm going to word it this way, the boobies up. This is the perfect frame to have in your camera. If I'm too close, weird. If I'm too far away, kind of feels too distant now, doesn't it? Feel too far away from you. Positioning, very important on the camera there. Now, let's say I'm going to go and start filming. So I'm going to basically say, what's the part I'm going to film first? Is it like a particular section? Maybe it was part 1, slide 1. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Slide 1, how to do manifesting in your business. So what I do first is I'm just telling the screen, just telling myself what this video is. And then I'm going to make sure I'm in position, make sure my eyes are in the middle. Hello and welcome to part 1 of this course on manifesting in business. My name's Sarah Cordiner. Today we're going to be talking all about, in this first part, how to get the right mindset for manifestation. Oh no, I forgot what I was going to say next. So I've paused my face just for a moment because we don't want to go like that straight away. It's going to be hard to cut out. And then I'm going to look at my notes. Look at my notes. What was I going to say next? Oh yeah, I'm going to say that next. Okay, cool. I did not stop the recording. I did not stop the recording. I kept it recording while I looked at my notes. Then I'm going to come back to position, compose myself. The first thing you want to know about manifesting in your business and getting your mind in the right place is understanding that. I don't know what I'm going to say next. Look at my notes. Okay, paused, back to position. Number 2, in order to get to that next stage of making that idea real in your business is to X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D. Pause, and then we go back, and then we get the point, and we're finally finished